Hi, it's me Dipesh. In the last video, we were discussing about how we can actually log in. So we were facing some difficulty here. I log in my account. You need to create an account. Okay. By just creating an account, you have to mention your mail IDs and need to set the password and all. And you need to just pay a small 1 rupees for with your credit card, so that you can actually they can charge you. One good thing, they will give you 12 months of free subscription for some limited stuff. Now we will be discussing about something regarding how we can actually proceed to understand that the services given by AWS is actually we can actually work with it. So here when you log in into your account, when you click on services, all the services you can easily find. As we have already discussed, we can actually work with computing stuff. Like if you want to compute, means if you want to create your own virtual machine, so you can see that there are so many stuff is there. Like we have Elastic Console EC2 for compute. So when I click into this EC2, here you can see that what are the resources available for EC2. You can create your own instance. If I say, means create your own small stuff regarding for virtual machine, for machine learning or anything. So to get a start, launch on Amazon EC2, which is a virtual server in the cloud, we can launch the instance. Now you can see that everything is based on the different servers available. So you can see that if there is any running instance right now, no, zero running instance in resources showing me. Any dedicated host, zero. All the load balancer is zero. Security groups is 1. If you want to create a small service instance, you can see that right now in my Ohio region, it is showing me that my service is operating normally. There are some certain zones there. So we can do one thing. If you want to create your instance, you need to launch instance. When you click on launch instance to create your own virtual machine, now it will ask you which operating system you want to install. Okay, so you can see that there are variety of operating systems of Windows, Ubuntu, Amazon Linux, free tier eligible, and also in ARM processor you want to take, or any other processor. So there are 2 processor here we have. And in Amazon Linux EMI we have Red Hat Enterprise Linux is available. We have SUSE Linux Enterprise available. We have Ubuntu version of Linux available, and Amazon RDS we have we have Microsoft Windows Server 2019. We have Microsoft Windows Server 2000 with SQL Server we have. So you can see that variety of operating systems available for to proceed working with. And you can see that free thing is eligible. You can see that otherwise you have to pay for from certain services. And all those different services available operating systems is here with us. So now you can understand, like when I select the any one of them, and you have to install the services, so that you can use a virtual machine, a virtualization process in any from just your cloud. And this cloud will help you out to do variety of tasks. Now if you select any one of this, let's say if I'm selecting this Ubuntu, okay, so once I select this Ubuntu, you have to mention how you want to use, which particular type of system you want to use. Right now currently selected is T2 micro ECUs available, and one CPU we are taking 2.5 gigahertz of Xenon Intel family. And all those selection you can actually do that. Okay, this selection, and then you can configure this instance in more stuff. So that is why it is very much necessary to analyze your requirement, until unless your requirement is not very much clear to you, you cannot actually proceed. Okay, so this is about your computation. Okay, and when you go into computation, there are so many stuff is there, and similarly for so many different application, so many different technology, you can actually use it. So you can understand for IoT there are so many things. Green grass is there, IoT core is there, IoT things in graphical system. For database we have these all stuff is there. Okay, that is RDS, DynamoDB, Elastic Cache, Neptune, Amazon Redshift, Amazon QLDB, and variety of things. Now I would like to show you something towards machine learning. Okay, so when I use here machine learning part, you can see that I am opening here Amazon SageMaker. Okay, so all of you know when you do machine learning you require any programming language to proceed. Okay, and how this SageMaker basically work for machine learning stuff, you can see that you need to label first, means you need to set up and manage labeling jobs for highly accurate training data set. You need to pick the data, you need to build the algorithm, and you need to train. Then you can actually, by hyperparameter tuning, you can tune your stuff, deploy, and then you can integrate with your applications. Okay, so this is what you know how this SageMaker actually can work for you. Then I'll show you something about how you can actually proceed with this part of working with SageMaker. Now you can actually see that when I started building a SageMaker, so one document will open for me, and this document will really gonna guide us that how we can actually work with this. Okay, so one good thing is all those different organization will give you an idea that how you can actually work with creating an algorithm or something like this. Now I'll do one thing, I will show you how you can actually open the notebook instances. Okay, means where you gonna program. So let's suppose if I wanted to do any program, I'm creating a notebook instance. Okay, so here is my notebook instance that I'm trying to work on, and let's say I'm giving a name that is Dipesh, and everything is normal, enabling giver to root access to the notebook, and then creating a notebook instance. Now okay, wait, I need to I'm using S3 bucket for where my data will be. Oh, okay, so here is my IAM role, which tells me that there is a specific ID where I can launch this. Now it will take a few seconds of status to validate my stuff to proceed further. So you can see that it is showing right now the status is pending, and once I do this, once it's gonna happen, then I can actually use this thing to create the programming part. And right now you can actually see that this is the pending thing right now for me. So it will take a small minute second to do this stuff. And you can see that Amazon SageMaker access I have taken by IAM policy. So there are so many things that we need to understand before we proceed with any system of access level of all the stuff. So you can see that how the policy is giving me a whole idea of permission. Now meanwhile, let me check if the policy is given me. Okay, wait, it is just pending right now. So sometimes it takes time to give you the permission. Then if you are aware of how to open a Jupyter notebook, once this status will be means it will status will be okay, then we can open the Jupyter and then we can start writing your program. So you can actually understand that how you can use any specific services And right now I'm gonna do one thing, and again I'll go in more services so that I can show you further more thing. Similarly, for augmented reality, we have Amazon Sumerian. This is very amazing stuff, that what you can do for augmented reality in the terms of working with this. So when I show you something like this way, and yeah, so there are variety of sliders regarding GIF quality virtual. So you can see that these are the stuff. And for AR template, so when I show you this AR template, someone have created this. You can see that now when I creating this new scene, so it will load Sumerian and it will augment with your real camera. So what is the idea behind to make you understand this, that you can actually use any one of the services on cloud, okay, and then you can integrate with your existing data set, and it will work for you. So now you can see that this is the stuff where you have got the idea to work with. So here you need to upload the document, and you can actually do so many tasks. As you can see that it is showing you a pane where you can actually work with so many things. So right now we didn't create anything, but even though it will show you some scene whatever you have done or not done. So this is how this augmented reality shade is working for us. Similarly, there are a variety of other stuff like now let me reach out in Amazon SageMaker again. Oh, so my status is right now we can actually work with. So now I will show you how you can open this Jupyter notebook here. Now you can actually redirecting to me notebook, and this notebook can be used directly from here. Now you can see that this notebook has been opened directly. I can create a small instance by using in any programming language. So right now you can see that there are a variety of different programming languages are there, so we can actually choose any programming, and based on your type of programming you can actually work on this. So I'm using here Python 3. So when I open this Python 3, it will open the notebook in Python 3. Okay, so I can program something in Python like print world, and you can see that it is showing this Python notebook online, and all those programming regarding machine learning you can type down here and you can actually deploy later on. So that's all about the different services available. So let's summarize what we have discussed. We have discussed how this different services available and how you can actually deploy inside it, how you can use it. So this is AWS, and you can use variety of services, including I told you about SageMaker and Sumerian of virtual machine. I have told you about EC2 instances. So this is what we have discussed in this session. Thank you. Thanks a lot.